The rim is back, the racket back. Shout out to J. Cole, who's dropping tomorrow. You should listen to it. He's the GOAT. With that being said, we're going to jump into all the trades that have happened. Trade deadline's over. And I also have this little article right here by Joe Vardon. I hope I said your name correctly, but it says that the Grizzlies plan to trade Ja Morant this summer. Um, Essentially, the Grizzlies fielded offers for Ja, and nobody put in a serious bid. Um, so yeah, Ja will be traded, just not right now. That being said, let's jump into the first trade I have. Some of these are going to be from yesterday. I just didn't get to make a video on them, or they were just small trades. The Atlanta Hawks are acquiring Jock Landale from the Utah Jazz for cash considerations. Essentially, it was just basically like a throw on to the James Harden thing to make more space. Next trade, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers have agreed to trade Lonzo Ball and 2 second-round picks to the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are expected to waive Lonzo Ball, allowing him to become a free agent. By the way, I would just like to say Jock Landale is a good center. He's a good backup. Great to have. Shout out to them. On to this one though. Lonzo Ball's free, and the Cavs clear up a lot of money from that. So yeah, good on the Cavs. Good on Lonzo gets to pick on where he wants to go. I don't know where he would pick. I don't know who could value Lonzo. I don't know what Lonzo values. So yeah, there's that one. Next one, the Orlando Magic are trading Tyus Jones to the Charlotte Hornets for cash considerations. Sources said the Hornets received 2 second-round picks from the Magic in this deal, lifting them to 11 first-rounders and 14 second-rounders over the next 7 years. The trade gets Orlando out of the luxury tax. So great move by the Magic by getting rid of Tyus Jones, who they weren't utilizing anyways, and he's also kind of been struggling. Hopefully Tyus Jones, I'm pretty sure he gets flipped again later. So yeah, we'll wait for that. Also, I'm going to be rushing through these a little bit more because there's a lot to talk about. This one, I'm a Warriors fan. Might take a little minute on this one. It says the Golden State Warriors are trading Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Atlanta Hawks for Kristaps Porzingis. If Kristaps was healthy, I'd love it, but he's not. He never is. He hasn't been in a long time. And if I said in my group chat, if we could get 10 games out of him, great deal, because he's an expiring contract. Um, so yeah, I guess I didn't have that much to say. I'm just happy that the Jonathan Kuminga feud is over. I want Jonathan Kuminga to succeed and be very good. Hopefully, he does that for the Atlanta Hawks. And Buddy Hield, great teammate, seems like a great guy. And I'm kind of sad to see him go, but he also couldn't put the ball in the bucket for us. So it is what it is. I'll appreciate what he did last year during the playoffs, but you know, it is what it is. That's it. Kristaps, please get healthy for the love of God. Next trade, the Golden State Warriors have traded center Trace Jackson Davis to the Toronto Raptors for a 2026 second-round pick via the Lakers. Good trade. I'll miss you, TJD, Trace Jackson Davis. I'll miss you, my 6'9" center. But yeah, hopefully you do good over there. The Raptors needed size. Your size. So shout out to you and shout out to us for getting a pick. And that's literally all we did. I'll leave it at that. The New York Knicks are trading Gershon Yabusele to the Chicago Bulls for Dalen Terry. Yeah, huge. This one is actually a good deal, or a bigger deal. The Chicago Bulls have traded Io DeSumo to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota traded Rob Dillingham, Leonard Miller, and 4 second-round picks to Chicago for Io and Julian Phillips. So that means the Bulls get even more picks. They're doing great on picks. They're doing good. And they get a young guy in Rob Dillingham who, I don't know, he's just really small. It's not looking great. But maybe he can turn it around there. And then the Timberwolves finally get a great guard in Io DeSumo and he's gonna fit in like a glove over there. And I think that they just got a good, really good steal. Um, Sounded like okay, my bad. Sounded like a door open. Love it for the Timberwolves. Love it for the Bulls. Um, yeah. Moving on. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers are trading Gabe Vincent and a 2032 second round pick to the Atlanta Hawks for Luke Kennard. So that creates an 11 million trade exception for the Hawks, and they get an asset. And then the Lakers get a sharpshooter and Luke Kennard. Can't hate it. Um, yeah. I mean, a lot of these trades I'm not gonna have a huge opinion on because there's not really anything like what am I gonna say about Gabe Vincent? You know what I mean? Um, Next trade, the Bucks have agreed to trade Cole Anthony and Amir Coffey to the Phoenix Suns for Nick Richards and Nigel Hayes Davis. The Suns just keep doing it, bro. I love all the moves the Suns have made, like the draft. Um, just everything that they've done has been good. Shout out Ben, you got a good organization, man. Um, Cole Anthony is gonna be a good backup, or nah, good backup. And I like Amir Coffey. I low key, I'm not even gonna say it because I say it like every video. I low key wanted him on the Warriors. Can't have everybody. But yeah, I like Amir Coffey. I think he'll be good over there. Then we've got oh wait. All four players in the Milwaukee Phoenix trade are on expiring contracts. Phoenix is $2.2 million below the tax and has room to sign a 15th player. Um, the Boston Celtics are trading Chris Boucher to the Utah Jazz. Shout out Chris Boucher, Warriors legend. That's my phone that I didn't mute. Next trade, the New Orleans Pelicans are trading Jose Alvarado to the New York Knicks. The Knicks are sending Dalen Terry 2 second-round picks and cash to the Pelicans for Jose Alvarado. I like it for the Knicks. I like Jose Alvarado. I'm glad that they freed that man. I wish Jordan Poole would have got freed, but it is what it is. Um, I like it for the Knicks. Think he's going to be good. The Denver Nuggets are trading Hunter Tyson and a 2032 second round pick to the Brooklyn Nets for the lesser favorable of a Clippers Hawks 2026 second. Sources tell ESPN Denver creates an open roster spot for the buyout market and gets out of the luxury tax. A lot of mumbo jumbo there. Yeah. Shout out the Denver Nuggets, I guess. The Boston Celtics are trading Josh Minot, I believe. Is the right? I hope I'm right about that. To the Brooklyn Nets. It is what it is. The Philadelphia 76ers are trading Eric Gordon, who is about 70 years old, and a 2032 second round pick swap to the Memphis Grizzlies. This gives the 76ers the flexibility to complete conversion of two-way Dominic Barlow. Shout out to Dominic Barlow and the 76ers. Next big trade of the day. The Los Angeles Clippers traded Ivica Zubac to the Indiana Pacers. This one I'll have some comments on. The Pacers are sending Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, 2 first-round picks, and 1 second-round pick to the Clippers for Zubac and Kobe Brown. I love it for the Pacers. I love it for the Pacers. I think Tyrese Halliburton and Zubac together, mwah, love it. I love it. I love the pairing. They were going to have to pay Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin's a score first guy, something that's kind of dying in the NBA. Those score first guys, like Cam Thomas, Jordan Poole. Teams want more nowadays. They want you to have some playmaking. They want you to have some defense. Those get buckets guys. Those guys are fun to watch. Sometimes they are good to have, but boy, is that a special breed that is dying, unfortunately. And the Pacers said, "Hey, we're not going to pay Benedict Mathurin. Here you go." And they get back a solid center in Zubac. I love it. I love the trade for the Pacers. The Clippers, I don't really know what route they're going to go. Are they going to pay Benedict Mathurin? Probably. I don't see why they wouldn't. But yeah, I like it. Shout out Benedict Mathurin. Shout out Zubac. And shout out to the Pacers. Clippers are receiving a 2026 first round pick from the Pacers, protected 1 through 4 and 10 through 30, plus a 2029 Pacers unprotected first rounder. Now, they have more stuff on how this works, the pick. If the Pacers first rounder this year falls outside of that 1 through 4 to 10 through 30 range, it converts to the Pacers 2031 unprotected pick. I hate how picks are done in the NBA. It's might be the hardest thing. It might be harder than rocket science, man. Um, the Charlotte Hornets are trading Tyus Jones to the Dallas Mavericks for Malachi Branham. Mavericks have had interest in Jones this season and get him today. Hornets opened up a $7 million trade exception. The Hornets were all over the trade deadline, and they also made some really, really good moves. They got Tyus Jones, they flipped Tyus Jones, for example, the one that we just talked about. And the Dallas Mavericks, you get a solid, a guard in Tyus Jones. He hasn't been what he's been known to be this past year, but I mean, he's a smart player. He could probably turn it around, especially over there in Dallas. You know, it, shout out Tyus Jones. The Bucks and the oh wait, the over the last week the Bucks have been focused on blah 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 blah. The Bucks and the Suns have expanded this to a three-team deal to include the Chicago Bulls, Usman Jang to Milwaukee, and Nick Richards to Chicago. Okay, so earlier, uh, yeah, they just built on the Suns Bucks trade with Cole Anthony and Amir Coffey. Nick Richards got flipped to Chicago. I like that. Shout out Chicago. Chicago also didn't have a terrible deadline in my opinion. They got hella capital. And Cam Thomas was waived by the Brooklyn Nets, allowing him to enter free agency and pick his next destination. Um, who would pick him up? I don't know. You already know what I'm gonna say, so I'm not gonna say it. Um, I think. Oh yeah. The Boston Celtics traded Xavier Tillman Sr. to the Charlotte Hornets. Sources tell ESPN this gets the Celtics out of the luxury tax. Hornets get $3.5 million in the deal. So yeah, Hornets just all over it, all over the deadline and everything. Um, that's all the trades. I probably could have missed some. Definitely probably did. But oh my god, dude, there's a graphic. It says it's by ESPN. It says the new look Warriors, and it's Steph, Pods, Draymond, Al Horford, and Kristaps Porzingis. Oh my god, dude, I don't. We're cooked. Um, that's it. That's all the trades. I gave my input on everything that I had an opinion on, and as far as the whole trade deadline went, it was good. It was good. Excuse me. The Giannis stuff really slowed it down, and that was unfortunate. And he still didn't get moved, so that was also unfortunate. There's some things I could say about the Warriors and rant, but we're 13 minutes in, almost 14 minutes in. I'll just save it. You guys don't care, and yeah, that's it. Leave a comment, your favorite trade, like the video, subscribe, please, for the love of God, subscribe. Um, and yeah, have a good day. See you.